Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and this is Space Haven. Space Haven is a quite unique game in the sense that it is currently being kickstarted until the 31st of March at 10 PM CEST, so if you want to get in on it, that is the time frame. It will enter a proper alpha starting in the mid of April, so you know, somewhere like 2 weeks into April or something. And will then proceed to be developed until Q4 or maybe Q1 2020, so you know, the first quarter of 2020 or the last quarter of 2019. What is this game? Why is it on this channel? Well, first of all, I want to say that I got a free press copy from the developers. I'm very thankful for that, and I would like to explore this game with you, my dear viewers. And maybe we can find, you know, whether or not this game is fun. So far, I've played about 2 hours. I've had a lot of fun. The idea is essentially it is a Rimworld, FTL, and oxygen not included mix in space. I think it's a super cool mix. I think it is something that I want to explore further, not just, you know, right now, right here in the series, but the further this game is developed, the more I would like to play it on the channel. Because I do get some serious Rimworld 2013 vibes. Back then, I backed Rimworld, and they used to send you out these kind of emails, right? And it was like, hey, here's your current version. And they don't do that here anymore, man. It's 2019. I've been, you know, I opened this game and I was like, this is like Rimworld, and then it showed me update, and you can automatically update the game from the in-game menu, and it's just incredible. What a technological advancement we've made in the last 6 years. Anyway, let's no longer talk about the theory here. There are 2 starting scenarios that we currently can choose between. The first one is your crew of 4 have left the Earth behind and the stars await you. First, though, you need to build a ship. You have a basic platform and some essential supplies, but you'll need to build everything else yourself. That is necessary to learn the basic game mechanics. And the second one is you essentially start in a shipyard and can build your own ship. Now we're going to start with the first one. We're going to start with a platform that we're just going to essentially tack some engines on, and then we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to call this Mission Zukunft. Look, my logo, I don't know if you were aware, but my logo on YouTube is a parody of the Bavarian Space Agency logo. So I think this is quite fitting. Now, what are we going to do in this episode? First of all, I want to show you the systems. I want to show you how the game works. Despite only playing 2 hours, I have a pretty good grasp of the game, and or pretty good understanding. And I want to showcase that so that you can make an informed decision whether or not you want to back this Kickstarter. Personally, and I will tell you this, mostly because I love these base building games, I think this is going to be a game for the ages. If the developers keep it up, there are only 3 people in Finland, a small development team that has always dreamed of building games, and that is exactly what they're doing here. And if they are keeping it up, I think this game is going to come out as one of the, in German we call it evergreens, you know, one of the things that you can always do, always play, always interact with, because it is always fun. Let me just, actually the music is fine, I think. So, let's take a look at what this is all about. You can see we have 4 people. We have Rahim, Pansy, Alice, and Che. Those are the citizens of our platform. Now, as citizens of our platform, they are, of course, in a position where we can command them around, similar to Rimworld. And you will even notice that a lot of the stuff, but this is just basic game base building, I suppose. A lot of the stuff is kind of, you know, skill-based, and then you have some attributes as well. So those are essentially their stats: bravery, zest, intelligence, perception. These are some modifiers that we get: the accuracy, accident chance, the work speed, the recovery, and the learning ability. So how quickly do they get better in certain skills? Based on what occupation they had, they do also have, you know, kind of situations here, or rather stats that they can use accordingly. And as well, all of them develop traits after the apocalypse. Now, before we read through this trait, let's just read through the data log here that explains what happened on Earth. The end didn't happen with a bang or a fanfare or even a nuclear fireball. It just crept up on us. It began in the 21st century. Humanity made great strides in that century, but so much damage had already been done, and so much of it was invisible too. When the insect population collapsed, food crops and biodiversity both suffered. Without those, ecosystems all over the globe suffered. By the time we curtailed our CO2 emissions, there were too few trees to sequester the excess. The result was hotter summers and deeper freezing winters. Species went extinct by the 1,000 every day, and as we squabbled over the cause and solutions, we pulled ourselves apart. Old allies became bitter rivals. Nations came apart at the seams. The great edifices that supported the internet, global trade, just-in-time delivery, and all the other things that humanity depended upon to live, they all fell apart. Starvation, disease, and war made the 22nd century even bloodier than the 20th. Humanity was always good at adapting, though. When the sun baked the land, we invented the thermal regulator. When the crops failed, we invented grow pods. We got better at recycling, at finding new energy sources, but we were always a step behind where we needed to be. Folks used to joke about the big tech firms and their slogans, yesterday's solution, tomorrow. It's not that we destroyed the world, but we certainly made it impossible to sustain human civilization as it was. Too many places lapsed into feudal tyranny, or mismanaged themselves into famine, or just plain become unlivable as the climate shifted. Through it all, we never gave up on space exploration. There were complaints, of course, that it was a waste of increasingly valuable resources, that all the money and effort could go towards actually solving the problem. Now it seems maybe space was the only solid investment we ever made. Right, so that is the background. That is why we're all here in space. All of these people, you know, our entire crew kind of getting together here. You can see the stat pips here indicating how good they are. This obviously means he's going to focus on navigating whenever he can. If they are red, that means they have a skill of 0 and should never be doing this. What is important for us right now is the mining, or rather the construction thing. I would love most of you to focus on construction whenever necessary, because that is essentially what we're going to do. Let's talk about the world of Space Haven. Space Haven takes place in different kind of levels. The further you scroll out, the different it gets. So right now we are in a sector where there are 4 other things. 3 asteroids, as you can see, and then 1 derelict ship. Can you see that? We're going to explore this episode. Let me tell you, we're going to explore it as good as I can. Then, of course, we also have our own ship, but if we zoom out... First of all, this is the tactical view, by the way, just FYI. But if we zoom out, this is where we are right now. This is the solar system that we are currently in. And this is the galaxy. So the way it works is you don't need hyperfuel, you just need an engine and a navigator to jump around within the solar system that you currently are in. If you want to, however, go around the galaxy, you need hyperfuel, which we currently do not have. So let's find out where we find that. I have no idea. I've never jumped out of a solar system so far. I think we're going to jump north, if anything, right? Why would we go south? In this world, there's not just one ship here, there's also enemy ships and so on and so forth. We can also have multiple ships at the same time. Believe it or not, it's going to be gorgeous. I am already very, very, you know, happy about that prospect to have a little fleet going around. We also have a legend here. Now, as you can see here, for example, over here, this symbol means there's a derelict ship here. This was once a ship owned by somebody, but no longer. You also see a lot of materials, as well as the classification for ships. Now, these orange symbols mean different factions. We, the players, are this one, then the Pirates Coalition. Lucky us, we don't see anybody. In the next system over, there's a ship of the Merchant Federation. And then over here, we have the Military Alliance, and then right here, we have civilians. Interesting. So you can make friends, you can make enemies with those factions, you can attack them, you can trade with them. It's interesting, and not everything, and I want to point this out because this is alpha, not everything is fully implemented yet, but the plans are quite clear. Go check out the Kickstarter. It's linked in the description, of course, if you haven't already. They describe what they want to do. If they reach the next stretch goal, which would be amazing, then they would even implement that you can take over one of those factions. So, for example, you could become the Military Alliance. But enough with that. As in every good base builder, we have to start, you know, building our base. And I already, you know, in my 2 hours of experience that I have so far in this game, have kind of a base move that I always start out with. I will move this reactor. I will move this reactor right over here so we have some more space going on. And once we've done this, we will have the space down here, and with that space we will be able... And I'm just planning ahead here because I know how this game works, but also let me actually... maybe turn on the music a little bit. That's down to too low. You know what I'm going to do instead? One moment. There you go. This is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to move you over here. Once we moved him over there, we will be able to fit... not this, I mean this. A good old hyperdrive right in this section. And that is exactly where we want it. This will be the back of the ship. The reactor will be a bit more secure, you know, in a central location pretty much. I will also go ahead and essentially tell you that this is the tutorial. So in this mode, you have the build tools facility because they tell you, hey, you need tools, my man. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a tool facility right next to our new location of the engine here. I think I'm gonna build it like this, yeah. So this is a tools facility. It builds tools as indicated by the name. And those tools are necessary to do a lot of things. But as you can see, the tools facility currently does not have energy. Now that the reactor is back online, the energy should also be returning. There you go. And now the game is just telling us, hey, prepare the ship to actually be a ship. So all of this is obviously, you know, like the game just telling you, hey, this is going on in the game, but this is a tutorial up here. So what we're going to build is a life support as well as a CO2 hazardous gas scrubber. Let me just take a look here. So we have a life support right here. Gonna build it like this, and then we're gonna build a hazardous gas scrubber right over here. Perfect space usage, if you ask me. Now, I know you weren't asking me, but I'm just saying it is pretty good, all right? And I'm thinking, how exactly are we gonna build it like right this? We don't have to think about building the engine yet. What I would much rather talk about is all these different map modes, because I said earlier it doesn't just match Rimworld, it also matches FTL. I think FTL is clear in the map, you know, the way you move through the systems and explore it and plunder it for resources. Very exciting. But there's also different elements. So for example, this is the electricity map. We only have the reactor right here, no nodes anywhere, meaning that none of this is actually supplied with electricity. We also have the temperature. We only have 15 degrees close to the reactor. You know, the reactor knows what's up. These are also all working, meaning that they are all, you know, generating heat. None of this is working. So all of this is just, you know, pretty cold outside of the spaceship. It's obviously extraordinarily cold. We also have zero comfort right now. There's nothing really going on. Not looking at this. But then we have the O2 map. So the O2 map, obviously, if I don't vent out the ship the right way, you know, if there's not enough vents going through the walls and the doors, then we will be unable to sustain the level of O2 necessary to actually survive. And that is, I mean, evidently not that ideal. Now, what they demand next is a thermal regulator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wall thermal regulator right down here so that they, you know, when they look at these machines, they can have a good time. And then I'm actually going to start to build up this ship the way I want to see it in the future. You heard that right. I have plans for this ship, obviously. So I need some sleeping rooms, do I not? Let me just measure this out myself. Then here's a wall. One bed, nothing, one bed, wall. There you go, perfect. Then we can put some machines over here as well, or maybe the toilet. You know, you always need a toilet. I mean, let's be real, but maybe the toilet should be a bit more central. You know, as stupid as it sounds, but toilets are kind of important if you think about it. We use them to survive. And then what I'm going to put down is some beds right here. So currently we have 4 people. So these are going to be our crew rooms, our sleeping rooms. I'm going to put down lights right over there, as well as tables. It's kind of a standard design here. Let's put down chairs. Beautiful. Then we're going to draw another wall, and this is going to become a fairly sizable, you know, production here. Let me just actually take a look. I want to build this smaller couch, please. I think we might want to build it like this. It's like very tight space, but that's just like living on a ship. I mean, what am I supposed to tell you? You know, we have space problems here. That's just the way I mean, with space problems, we literally have problems in space, so it does fit. I'm going to build it like this. Then we're going to put down some doors right here and right here. And of course also gonna put down, and I'm planning ahead here. I want you to know that I understand the game, I think, a bit more than most other people that I've seen it play. So I'm gonna plan ahead here, you know, I'm just gonna build it the way I think it is necessary to be built. What I need to know next is where exactly will we put this. We could put it over here as well, but I think we're gonna put it like this, right? I'm gonna put this down just to see it. Then we're gonna go ahead, hey. I'm going to go ahead, build some more walls, because I would love for there to be a wall right over here. There you go. We're going to kind of get rid of the hangar bay, you know, they can, like, look at themselves. By that I mean, like, they can be busy in their own rights. Where do I put the toilet? So, oh, what am I even talking about? No, what I mean is, like, the hangar bay, you know, if intruders were to ever enter the ship, it would most certainly happen here. So this being isolated is a very, very decent choice. Other than that, we're going to have some limited room going on here. And I'm just going to take a look at the wall nodes. Right, we can't build anything here yet. We build something right here, but what's the point? I think we're just going to let them build the stuff the way it is right now. So what you're going to see now is our good old fellas here are going to go around. They're going to build what we told them to build. So in that sense, I guess, honestly, I kind of feel like there's also a little bit of prison architect in here. At least to the degree where, like, you know, building these things... I don't know how to say it. Prison architect always strikes me with a thing where you, like, build facilities way before, you know, like, you actually need them. You just kind of plan it all out. You space it all out. In Rimworld, I'd never really do that, but in this game, I do it. And in this game, I've never regretted it either. Planning ahead, you know. Oh, and I'm also actually going to get rid of you. Thank you very much. Don't build that. We can't build that yet. We are going to build that in the future. Believe me, but not right now. I'm going to put down a wall node over here. So how does this work? Let's take a look once he did it. This is now part of the electricity network, but it is not actually connected to our electricity network. So this is our space. And if I connect you right here, now we do have all of a sudden a connection. And the CO2 air scrubber can finally work. Where are you going? Oh, are you building... Did I command you to do something from the outside? It looks like it. There you go. This is the wall setting I like. Is he building the light from the back? Are you stupid? I think he's a bit stupid. Alright, look. Now that they built all these walls, we can go ahead and just build more wall nodes. Let me tell you, the wall nodes are how you want to build this stuff. Because if you don't do it, then it's just going to look ugly. And you're going to have one of these standing nodes standing around here. That's just like, look at this nonsense. But I think we will have to do it here. At least I feel like we do. I hate it, but... I mean, what can I do? And as you can see, they are very, very smart about the way that they run around. You know, this dude, for example, had no oxygen, so he was like, I'm going back. This dude still has enough oxygen, so he's like, I'm going to build this. So he comes over here. Oh, and we need to connect you to the actual network. Thank you so much. And now you will see... Boom, the lights are on, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Give me some more lights. I love furnishing this stuff, you know, like, I love looking at it and being like, yep. This time I'm going to build it. I'm going to put one here and one there so we have enough light. Light obviously gives comfort, makes them feel a bit more at home in whatever location they're in. I'm going to put down a light like this, light like that. Then what about a light right over there? And honestly, we can have like standing lights, I think, over here in the machine rooms. In the machine rooms, why would you have, you know, non-standing light? Don't be ridiculous. Alright, let's build it like this. We should not forget, though. By the way, if you have any questions about this game, do not hesitate to ask me about it in the comments. That is what I'm here for, but I will also let you know. I don't know everything. I honestly think that I managed to figure out plenty of things so far already that I personally believe many other people have not actually figured out. You know, it's a difficult start. You get dropped in, as is the case with so many of these games. Just kind of get dropped in, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be fine. Now look at this. Yeah, this is nice. You have a standing lamp. I just need this one to be built, but I think I think their shifts are yeah, there you go. They're gonna go to bed in a second here, and once they go to bed, what is this? Oh, this is just copying their plan, and now I could paste it here. So there's no tooltip here because, as you know, this is an alpha game. But they are currently sleeping, and look at them. Look at the beautiful station that we build within just a few couple of minutes. You know, everybody's semi-happy at the very least. How are you doing? Overall mood 58. Not enough comfort. Uncomfortable environment. Shat pants. Oh. Let's not talk about me forgetting that, yeah? I need a toilet. We need a toilet, boys. And we need some privacy in our toilet. Now, how do I do this? We just don't have enough space. God damn it. How do I do this? I forgot. You know, this is how you know that you probably shouldn't have trusted this architect. When he goes like, oh, we forgot to implement the toilet. I want to have it, so like the toilet is a bit weird because they just kind of gather around it. They're weird about it. Honestly, these people are all weirdos. When they see a toilet and somebody on it, they're gonna stand in front of it and say, I'm gonna wait here until you get off the toilet. A bit strange, I will admit, but you know, it is what it is. Why do I build extra walls here? Because this wall is gonna go away. This, I can already tell you that. That wall is not gonna exist for all of eternity. So we're gonna actually spend the time and build a toilet over here in the hangar. Maybe not the optimal place. We can move that later on. Right now, I think it's perfectly fine. I need to connect. Oh, you're not even built yet. Well, let me just put you on a high priority. You can also see the storage here. Right now, we don't need to worry about food production. We are fine. Let's take a look at our electricity network. Pretty much fine. The heat is decent, you know. The heat being generated over here. Where did I put the heat anyway? I forgot about it. Oh, it's right down here, really. It's so efficient. Jesus. We might want to put like another heat regulator over here, and I think that is exactly what we're going to do. Maybe like in the toilet? Let's put one on the walls here. I'm gonna put it like right here, I think. Yeah, sure. We're doing fine. We also do have some weapons. We're gonna take a look at that in a second. I will give the command to expand the hull right now, and I would like to expand it like this, I think. This is equal, yeah. Like this is even, right? We're gonna try it like this. We're gonna take a look at this as they build everything else here. Now, I hope that they don't have to, you know, shit their pants anymore in the near future. And as you can see now, our citizens are getting into these drones. They, by the way, they can mine and they can build, so it's both. And they're getting into them and they're building up the hull from the outside, obviously. And this is why I said there will be no actual... there will be no wall there, which is why we built the toilet wall, because we're building it up. You know, we're building it up so that we can have a greater space over here. Probably get our... Oh, why? You're not connected yet, no? Probably get our command console over there. Need beds and toilet. There's a toilet. Beautiful. So we're skipping through the tutorial. It's going very, very well. And one of the pods has returned. Alice kind of just talking around. Now, you do see that they're talking with each other. It does happen that their opinion is influenced by that. You also have a general overview over how they feel about each other. For example, they have zero relationship with most of each other at the time. Since, you know, they just kind of started out here. And this has been finished. Beautiful. Now, our ship isn't as gorgeous as it... And I think... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, same thing. Okay, this is actually symmetry, even though it throws me off a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to build up a wall right over here to get the couch back into a walled area. Like this. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I think I would love to take a look at a small bridge. And I would kind of like to build you like this, maybe. Maybe we're going to put it like this, actually. I don't want to have it too central, because we can use the space otherwise, you know. But I don't want to have it in the front either. It could be shot there, assuming that that is even a thing that happens. But I believe it is. I'm going to put you like right over here. And then we're going to continue building a wall. Like this. Thank you very much. Except with one door. We're going to use a special door here. To know, hey, don't mess with this. This is the command facility. You hear me? And then maybe we want to actually go ahead and build like... I'm going to think about what to do with this room. I'm not quite sure yet. But once we have built this... Or rather, maybe... You know what? I'm not going to build you right now, actually. I'm just going to build the room. And I think that's good afterwards. Because we have something else to do. Right now, 24 minutes in, we're going to go and take a look at this derelict ship and whatever lurks on it. I'm excited to find out what we will find over there. Let's send you to the storage area, because you can see here we have some weapons in storage. How good are you with guns, buddy? Terrible. You're awful. You know what? Might not even get a gun, actually. Don't like that, dude. Raheem should probably not actually have a gun, huh? Alright. You, what is your skill? Gunner 2, sure. You know what? I'm gonna give you a shotgun. Why not? Shay now has a shotgun. Beautiful. Alice. I'm going to draft, yeah. I'm going to put it over here as well. There you go. You get a normal gun. And I think... No, okay. We're good. Where's the last one? There you are. First of all, let's undraft you. Draft works, in my experience so far, at least, exactly like Rimworld. You get a gun, and then I will take everyone except Rahim. I will take all of them into this shuttle. So this shuttle can go on its own. Let's give them some space suits. It can move on its own. However, usually what you do with it, if you have a derelict ship, you take the shuttle and you make it explore the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to put people on here. The shuttle is currently drafted. We're going to head over here. We're going to leave one behind. That's just the way it is. You know, what are you going to do about it? And then the shuttle comes out from below the ship and goes towards the other ship so that we may plunder it. Now, I will give you the docking command because I do need you to dock over here. Let's speed this up a little bit. And we did leave one crew member behind, which is what you should probably usually do to make it so that they don't, you know, get destroyed. I'm gonna make you... Can't even make you a wall socket there. We may have to rebuild these walls as well. I'm gonna dismantle you because look at them. Look at how weird they look. We might make the toilet just like a little bit larger. You know, essentially move the wall over here. I'm gonna do this actually right now. Nope. Hey, stop that. No. You hear me? Get rid of that. Thank you. I need a wall. Right, I need this wall right here. They're gonna have a door, and that's good to go. Beautiful. Anyway, we have docked, and I will now tell everybody to get out and position yourselves. You're gonna split up. Find anything, scream. You hear me? Oh! There's an alien! Oh, we killed it! Pansy did a good job with his shotgun. I think Pansy has a shotgun anyway. There was an alien on board! Right, open this door. I actually didn't think we would encounter that there. Alright, don't spread out too far. Look, this is... Is that a cryo chamber? I know those exist. I don't know exactly what they do, but I know they exist. So, once you explore the ship... Ooh, we found a data... Oh! Okay, that's a miss. That's... Kill it, please. There you go. Alright, okay, you're good. Jesus. So these aliens, once they're alone, not that dangerous. I'm gonna pick this up. Is this a data lock or is this money? It's credits. There you go. It's money. I appreciate it. I kind of don't want to split up this far, but I think we've fully committed now. Oh, we found something else again. So there are data logs, but right now we only found money so far, which is perfectly fine. I mean, you know, don't worry about it. Oh, there's a data log. Beautiful, new data log. I appreciate it. Oh, and here's the reactor of the ship. Why can't I explore this properly, please? Alright, you just go over there. There's the reactor, there's the engine. I'm gonna send you up here. Our oxygen level is slowly running a bit lower and lower the more I look at it. Now, on the airlock, you can... Oh, there you go. We already explored everything now. So what that means, I will show you in a second. I will, first of all, I will undraft all of you. With them being undrafted, I can now give them missions. And Jesus Christ, there is so much here that can be dismantled. So once you explore a ship, you can dismantle that ship. You can take out all the facilities that are important to you, you know, that you might want to use, that you will do things with. And once you've explored it, it is also safe. There can be different hazards on the ships. And once we've done it, let's just open the salvage menu. I'm going to give the command to salvage every single thing. I haven't figured out yet what the skill requirement actually limits, because we don't have somebody with a skill of 6, and yet we can do it and get at least some resources. I'm not sure if we get all resources, but I think we get at least some resources out of it. We're going to salvage this, and then we're going to go ahead and give them the command to send all of the resources that are here to this ship over there. to make sure that everything will be on our actual ship and be with us when we leave. There's a no-name thing. That might be a bug. I will also tell them that they're not allowed to rest, talk, or eat over here. They have to work over there. Keep your spacesuits on. And he's already going back. And now look at them. They're deconstructing all of this. With the deconstruction, they will then carry all the equipment to the airlock. And you can see this dude right... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he did actually refresh his air when he went through the airlock. Jesus, they're risky. They are spacewalking like there's no tomorrow. And as you can see now, all of them are now over here on the ship. Now that we know the system is clear, they're all of them are just working on this ship, you know, kind of taking it apart, taking the parts of the engine, for example, so that we can and may build our very own engine and then jump out of here. Because remember, the goal is I want to find other worlds, and even there's a planet right here. Planet 99. Now do keep in mind, if you like what you see so far, this is not feature complete yet. There is much more going on, and look at that. Now that they have free time and will go to bed soon, they just all go over here because I told them not to hang out over there. Perfect. In the next episode, or, you know, first of all, to finish my thought, keep in mind that this is not yet feature complete. If everything you see here is the way it is, also the shuttle auto does its things, by the way. But if you like what you see, this is not feature complete yet. And if you support this project by backing it on Kickstarter, you will 100% eventually get a game that is further advanced than everything that you can already see. Honestly, it kind of screws with me just how incredibly advanced. And also this door is in the wrong place. This door needs to be over here, and then we have a wall for the toilet, like right there. How advanced this game can truly be. I truly do hope that the developers keep it up, you know, keep doing what needs to be done. Oh, I can't focus on dismantling that. That they do what needs to be done, you know, keep updating the game, keep working on it, and if that is the case, I think it's practically guaranteed. Take a look at them. They're all, you know, kind of like walking around. She's eating standing, didn't give her a proper table. They're eating on their tables, you know, having a good time. Everybody's enjoying life right now. See, this is what I mean with the toilet, by the way. Look at them. They're weirdos about it. Why you gotta be a weirdo about it? God damn it. Alright, anyway, I will just build this wall because it irks me that I screwed that up. Hey, what's that? Build this wall, thank you very much. Build this door. And then we have a nice little pathway, the toilet being very central. Could even have like a door to the toilet right here, but I think that's a waste. I will be back with this series, with this game, and with this Kickstarter project. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Because if you do it for this video, if you spread the message, more people can hear of it. More people that might be interested may very well be willing to, you know, pledge their support to the studio. It's just 3 guys from Finland. What they have created here is already great. In the next episode, we're going to finish salvaging the ship, and we're going to make our way through the solar system. I will see you in that next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and later, alligator.